Hey guys, it's Ethan here, and welcome back to another walkthrough Souls video. I believe this is the 7th walkthrough Souls video in this playlist. So yeah, I'm back. Winter holiday is approaching. I'm supposed to be swimming right now, but since I was so tired from school, I can go. So I just stay home and make this video. So yeah, I'm heading to skiing on this Sunday, I believe. So while I'm there, I might make videos, but I'm not too sure. Just keep out, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this is the first scramble, and as you can see, the edge pieces are here, 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 and here. Now, this cross only requires a 5-move solution, right? And what's funny is that green and blue are opposite to each other, and the edges are on the same side, which are also opposite to each other, and the same can be said with red and orange. So, this is sort of you can say this is a lucky scramble. So, the cross. I'm going to hold it like this, actually. I'm going to insert these 2 edges in, so do that, which also sets up these 2. And look at that! The cross is solved. Just do a D prime, boom, solved. Okay, so obviously I'm facing this way, and I see this pair here, which is supposed to be inserted into this back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn like this, and then I'm just going to do that. But wait! I glance at the back, and I see this corner, and this is the corresponding edge, right? This is, if I turn, right, this is actually supposed to be solved, but, if I'm in an actual if I'm actually speed cubing, I won't be able to see this pair. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert it. Pretend I didn't see, because I wouldn't actually see. And when I'm inserting this, right, this pair is right here. I can see that, so I'm just going to keep that in mind. I'm going to insert this, and then I'm going to do this pair first. Look at that. Look at that. This pair is still kept fine. So then I can insert this into here without a problem. And I noticed that this pair is here, which is a good situation. So, once I insert this pair is still going to be here. So I can just, draw out that solution in my mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and do that. But before I turn, I see this pair, right? And obviously it goes into here. This corner is solved. So, just a little bit of look ahead. And if I rotate like this, I will need 2 rotations. So I should just do F, U prime, F prime. And then I should just solve this parent. But wait! When I'm here, I see the OLL pieces arranged like this, right? And I've cubed long enough to know that this requires with a, this ends up as a cross OLL. So, all edges are solved. I just recognize it because I've been in this case long enough. I've tried a few things. This is just in my memory, right? So I'm going to act on impulse and do this move, and boom, look at that. Easy OLL. So I'm just gonna solve this. But wait! I'm in this position, right? So my finger tricking should be something like this. Look, it requires no regrips, because once this pushed like that, right? Like this, I can pull back. And then it's just a G perm. Yeah, I also think I did that in my last video, walkthrough solves number 6. And I did it again, because why not? That's why. Alright, so this is the second scramble. As you can see, one edge piece, the orange and white piece, is already solved. So there's that. And the three remaining edge pieces are here, here, and here. You know, they're pretty close to each other. So what I'm going to do is, instead of inserting the white and blue edge in, I'm going to insert red in first, which also sets up green. So I'm going to hold my hands like this. I'm going to do R prime F, and then it's just these, right? So my hands are here. Green should go here. The white green edge piece should go here. So I'm gonna do D, and then B prime with my right ring finger. D, and then just put this down to here. So you know, just do that. And then D2, and it's all solved. But before I do the D2, I see this piece right here. This piece right here. I see the colors matching. I see the matching colors. So this is a corresponding, this is a F2L pair. So I know this goes into the back, and I know which orientation based off of these colors and this corner, the corner rotation. So what I'm going to do is, my hands are supposed to be here. I'm going to do R2, D2. I'm just going to go straight into this pair. Now, red and green, I see these two colors here, right? Which means the blue and orange pair should be back in here, this corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this pair up like this, and then insert it like that. And before I insert it, I also see this pair. So I know that the only effect that's going to take is just this, right? So it's going to end up with something like this. So I'm going to insert, and boom. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, I'm also aware of this pair, and if I do that, it's going to set that up in a way like this, right? So I'm going to, you know, just do this, set this up, and then this pair is ready to be inserted. Now, what's going to happen is this. And then boom, this pair is right in front of me, so I can just do this. But I see that this pair is inserted in here, and I know exactly what rotation it will be in because, you know, of this orientation. It's going to be something like this. So I'm just going to go straight into this move. So instead of doing this and then just pausing and doing that, I go straight into this pair. So it should look something like this. I don't know if you noticed, but I used a finger trick called the double flick. It's really, really useful, and if you don't know this, learn it. It's basically where any finger, hand would work. You take your ring finger, no, not ring finger, index finger and middle finger, and then you just flip like this. I do index finger and follow by middle finger, but if you want to do middle finger followed by index finger, that's also fine. Just do any type of double flick. It's a really useful finger trick. And then it's just OLL. And then, V-perm! Shit! Okay. Watch me choke. That was not a bad V-perm. Not how I expected it to go. It went slightly better. So yeah, that's the second scramble. Alright, so my GoPro has 10% battery, and I had to finish this before it runs out. Okay, so this solve is going to be slightly faster. I apologize if it's too fast for you, but just, you can slow the video down, right? And I had to do what I had to do. So let's go. Alright, so this piece, the orange and white piece, again, is already on the white side, right? So there's that. And the corresponding edge pieces are here, here, and here. So what I'm going to do is, instead of inserting this and then inserting that right after, which is a horrible choice, by the way, if you do CFOP, you know. So I'm just going to do a double D, And if you noticed, I also did a double flick there, but with my pinky and ring finger. So yeah, the double flick really is a useful move. Instead of, I mean, just compare this, right, to this. So yeah, that's a useful move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double D and then insert this accordingly. So, you know, these three are in place, perfect. And then just one last piece. So D and R prime. And there you go, that's the cross. Now, well, before I did this last move, I noticed this corner, the red, blue, and white piece. So I held that in the back of my mind because I couldn't see anything right here, right? So then when I did the R prime, insert this last edge piece, I noticed this. And, you know, I immediately found the orientation. I knew exactly where to insert this back here, because this is blue and red, and this is orange and green. They're opposite to each other. So I'm just gonna, you know, insert like that. And keep in mind, I insert to the back because if I insert to the front, it doesn't have much room to work with, right? This slot is already taken up, so I can't really see a lot of things. So I'm just going to insert it into the back like this. And I take a little peek, right? A little peek behind, and I notice this color is white. And I also notice this edge corner right here. So I think these two must be a pair, right? Don't ask me why. I don't have the time to explain. My GoPro is on 6% right now. So I'm just going to set this up accordingly. When I set this up right, I had to do this. This is the move that I used to set it up. This right here. This green and red piece right here. I see it. And I know this is the corresponding corner because there are no other corners. So, you know, I set this up. I insert it. I do a double flick to look at the orientation of the edge piece and corner piece instead of rotating, which takes a long time, right? So, you know. And then I insert it into the back like this because, oh, look at that. Okay, so yeah, my GoPro ran out of battery. I couldn't talk and explain fast enough. So, you know, let's just continue. I was here, right? So I'm just going to insert this into the back, like so. And then would you look at that last piece. Now, here's the thing, right? I prefer OLL cases when the edge pieces, when there are two edge pieces solved, right? If there's two, I prefer them here and here, like opposite of each other. Because normally, to me, the PLLs, like in this case, are easier, right? So if I do this, I get this case. However, if I do this, I get this extremely easy OLL case, which is just sexy move and sledgehammer, I believe that's what it's called. So yeah, super easy, and then I have an E-perm. So the way I recognize this E-perm, right? I really don't know how. Like these corners, two are solved, and then edge pieces should just do this, and then boom, it's like that. So basically, I act on instinct. I really don't know how to explain this, but you know, I just look at these two sides. I immediately recognize that it's an E-perm, and then I immediately recognize the permutation. So I just do this. Choked on that E-perm. Let's do it multiple times, because why not? And that's the solve. Alright guys, that was the whole video. If you enjoyed this, another walkthrough solve video, well, make sure to just subscribe to my channel. The walkthrough solve videos playlist should be up here, I believe. Up here. Or maybe up here if the corners like reverse, but I believe it should be up here, and it will also be in the end screen at the end of the video. So, you know, you can click on it if there's no card here. Well, anyways, that's the entire video. Hope you enjoy your winter break, and see you guys next time.